In 2020, my entire career collapsed overnight. I went from touring with musicians like Toro y Moi and Helado Negro to working at a grocery store, doodling on receipt paper just to feel creative again. Little did I know, 3 years later, I'd be working at YouTube with no college degree, no industry connections, or any online following of any kind. So how did I do that? In order to do and explain that, we have to rewind. Hi, I'm Jacob, and this was me right after high school. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, except one thing. I loved photography. For almost 10 years, I lived inside the worlds of skateboarding and music. I shot photos of professional skateboarders and musicians living what felt like a dream, and I thought my career would last forever, until it didn't. When the pandemic hit, live shows disappeared overnight, and with them, my entire career. To stay afloat, I took a part-time job at a grocery store. It wasn't the best job, but I learned a lot. Did you know that most grocery stores use the same fruit and vegetable codes? Anyway, the quiet moments at the register did something really important for me. They forced me to pause. For the first time in years, I actually thought about my future. Not just the next show, the next trip, the next photo. I knew I needed a change. One day, on my break, I saw an Instagram ad for a UX design bootcamp. We scroll past thousands of ads every day, but this one just hit differently. At the time, I lived in the Bay Area and had a friend who was already a UX designer. I asked her what she did, and as she explained it, something clicked. Then she said to me the line that still sticks with me. UX is so easy, literally anybody could do it. That sentence planted a seed in my brain. During my break, I called the bootcamp and I got accepted into the program. That moment became the first real step in my design journey. For the next 6 months, I was all in, learning everything I could and all of the fundamentals of design. After graduation, reality hit. I applied to job after job, and the only responses I got were rejections. It was discouraging, but it also made me think. If I can't get in the traditional way, maybe I shouldn't try the traditional way. While applying for jobs, I worked as an Instacart shopper. And as I used the app every day, the designer in me couldn't stop seeing the problems that were in their application. So I redesigned parts of the Instacart experience. Then I wrote a Medium article explaining my ideas and solutions. From there, I posted it on LinkedIn. A few days later, Instacart messaged me. Hey, do you mind if we use some of this work? That moment was when design really clicked for me. I realized something huge. If your ideas are good and you execute them well, it doesn't matter what your background is. That case study gave my portfolio real credibility, proof that I could provide value to a big company. After that, I bounced between a couple of different companies and projects, just building experience. Then I saw a job listing for YouTube through a company called ASG. Here's something that most people don't know. About 30 to 40% of all employees at YouTube and Google are found by staffing agencies, and a lot of them started the agencies and then slowly work their way into the company as full-time employees. Normally, YouTube's hiring process is incredibly brutal. It usually takes anywhere from 5 or 6 interviews before you can even get close to a yes. But with ASG, I only had 1 interview, so I made it count. I leaned into the one thing that no one else could copy, my weird, unorthodox background. After the interview, weeks went by with no update. I assumed I just didn't get it. Then I sent a simple follow-up email, just thanking them and saying I was looking forward to hearing back. They replied with 2 words. It's yours. They had interviewed a couple of other candidates, but ultimately they really liked me, and so they decided to go with their gut and choose me. So how did I get into YouTube? Honestly, My journey was a mix of timing, luck, and leaning into the things that made me different. So if there's one thing I want you to take away from my story, it's this. Don't hide what makes you different. Use it. Lean into it. Because for all you know, it could open the door that you didn't even think that you could walk through. And thanks for watching.